Easy, whoa. Yep. Yep. Okay, my girl. Yep. Easy there, girl. Slow it up. okay. Hey, easy, girl. Yeah, there, girl. You done good, girl. Yep. Yeah, that's my girl. Yeah. Yeah, there's a girl. Morning, fella. I'm gonna enjoy robbing you, tough guy. Why don't you walk? Rest. You kidding me? Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Giddy up. Let's go, girl. There, girl. Out of the way! Yep. Good girl. You done good, girl. Hey, what's your problem?
Hey, welcome back. Got anything good for me by any chance? All right, then. Better be good. Try it.
Been a pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, you need something exclusive, huh?
Mister?
Fine morning.
Of course, of course. Oh, and here is my dear friend, Arthur Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
Fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did.
There's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that. But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
Ah, that's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly. Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good, honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta sit me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go.
Archibald?
How are you?
Pretty good.
And your friend is behaving himself?
Oh, yes. I think he's learned his lesson.
Congratulations on becoming a temporarily deputized citizen of Scarlet Meadows County. Most towns just get bounty hunters to do their dirty work these days, but Sheriff Gray believes the law should keep the law. Now, I'm sure I don't need to remind you, there's a chain of command here.
There is?
Dang straight there is. This is a dangerous business, but follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
Sure. Hey! Archibald wants to remind us he's in charge here.
Of course.
Who else would be?
But you were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites.
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Grays and the Braithwaites think the others stole the fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes. I thought so too.
Does it feel good to be back at it? Serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon? Dear me, that don't look good. Oh. Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open.
I swear they got it in for me.
You could try washing once in a while.
Oh, this must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this. Deputy, get over here, please. Look, suit and tie, one bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Yeah, I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up. Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters without an ounce of respect for the law. That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone.
Yep. Not the nicest fellas in my experience.
Go right at the crossroads. Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. They're right again here. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Would drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are. Selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to them. Don't even look them in the eye.
I'm sure I wouldn't.
Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick. Now, anyone we find here, we bring in alive, understood? Round them up and take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with. See? See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in '78. Well, the way I
Actually, let my friend you decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job.
Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
We'll take the right.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them.
A fine idea. Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
Hold on. Wait for them to move. Forget the rider. Don't round him up later. Get the other one. Quick, hide. Another one coming this way. No shit!
Add 'em to the pile, Arthur. Think that's it?
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure. Anyone but him.
So, tell me about it.
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
some trouble here! Why aren't you shooting? Give me a hand with these bastards! Let's find Dutch and get out of here.
Fine by me.
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it for personal consumption. It's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. My cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece
Finally.
of crap. Come on, move.
We have a life on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a... Hornet! Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there, all boys? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families. I mean, I really think we can play this from all sides. It's got Hosea written all over it.
This is starting to sound like the young Dutch again.
What do you mean, young Dutch? I'm as strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what? Why don't I race you back?
Okay, you're on.
That's the spirit. Okay. On my word. Set, go! You never were much of a rider.
We'll see about that. Yeah, there's a girl. You done good, girl.
I never knew you were quite so good at running away, Arthur.
I never knew age had slowed you down quite so much.
Well, time is a bastard. When you get to be my age, well, you'll know that better than anything. Be well. I had fun with you today. I was gonna say you're like a son to me. But you're more than that.
Hank offered us $5 million for our design. We declined because we know what it's really worth.
Here's the real story. They're buying these off Alibaba for 10 cents. They put their logo on the product and sell them on Amazon for $10. That was a real offer. They did the right thing because they're making $200,000 a month.
Shark Tank offered us $5 million for our design. Literally just exists. Like, I'm not trying to flirt all the time. Like, what's up, loser? It's this thing we do. We're always messing with each other. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, it's so funny. Even yesterday, I was at this restaurant, and the waiter kept filling up my glass without asking me. He kept coming over being like, let me fill you up. Like, I know what you're implying. Ew. Tell them the nickname that you gave me. Like, earlier. Like, the nicknames that we had, like, tell them. It was like, so funny. It's so funny. It's, like, really funny. It's, like, a thing. He's always making nicknames. I'm Ella. I work with Hannah, and I hate it so much. Shark Tank offered us.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna swim in it all the time. I really want to put on a bathing suit and swim today. It just takes so much effort, but I can do it another time. It can't be that hard to clean a pool. I mean, you just throw the robot in and let it do its thing. I think I've cleaned this thing more than I swam in it. I'm about ready to just hire someone to take care of it for me. The thing I'm most excited for is the pool parties. I've always imagined having all my friends over here to swim. It's gonna be great. I've since realized why people don't host pool parties too often. It takes too much effort, and I don't really want to do it. The thing I'm most excited for, though, is the tanning. This will be the perfect spot to finally get to know it. Why did nobody tell me tanning is quite possibly the most boring thing in the world? The great thing about having a pool is I'm basically on vacation every day. Who needs the ocean when there's a giant body of water right here? After sitting out here for 5 minutes, I realized this is nothing like the ocean. The only good thing is there's no sharks. But the best thing about having a pool is all the activities. I will never be bored in here. $150? Why are all the pool accessories so expensive?
De lover van Jutta Leerdam, Jake Paul, heeft zichzelf behoorlijk wat op de hals gehaald. Nadat hij een boksgevecht won, noemde hij zichzelf de koning van het geweld. En hij daagde Alex Pereira uit. Zo'n Jake Paul, die daagt nu Alex Pereira uit. Hoe gevaarlijk of hoe dom is dat?
Dom weet ik niet, maar het is wel heel gevaarlijk voor hem om deze vechter uit te dagen. Alex Pereira, die is hier bij mij geweest ook en ik heb met hem gespart. Die man heeft echt een hele harde linkerhoek. Maar niet alleen dat, hij heeft ook de lengte mee. Hij kan boksen. Hij is natuurlijk Glory-kampioen geweest ook. Nu ook UFC-kampioen. Dus de man weet wel echt wat hij zou moeten doen.
Waarom gaat hij voor dit soort gasten?
Hij was natuurlijk een influencer, YouTuber, noem het maar hoe je het wil noemen. Hij neemt de sport, neemt hij ter harte.
Zou jij het aanraden? Want Jutta Leerdam is natuurlijk de vriendin van Jake Paul. Dat zij alvast iets van een overlijdingsrisico of een schaderisicoverzekering afsluit?
Nee, dat denk ik niet. Ik denk niet dat ze dat hoeft te doen.
Melvin, kan je eens uitleggen hoe die linkerklap van Pereira er dan uitziet?
Ik ga het je niet laten voelen. Ja. We gaan het niet op je hoofd doen, want dat is gevaarlijk. Breek je kaak dadelijk. Dus je mag je hand achter je lichaam zetten. Ik hou deze voor je vast. Ja, leuk hè? En dan kijk, dit is de linkerstoot.
Ever wonder what that little slit is for in the back of these old medicine cabinets? Well, if you ever move one of these, be careful. it's where they put the razor blades. There's a few hundred in this one, so maybe wear some gloves if you're gonna pull one of these out. Wonder what that little slit is for in the back of these old medicine cabinets? Well, if you ever move one of these, be careful. Because it's where they put the razor blades. There's a few hundred in this one, so maybe wear some gloves.
Drink if you've ever made a woman come before.
Fuck.
Cheers. Drink if you've ever made a woman come before.
Fuck.
Cheers. Drink if you've ever made a woman come before.
Fuck.
Cheers.
I got my body graded on a scale of A to F because that's what you do when you live in Japan. Almost all of the jobs here make you get a yearly health check. And I'm stressing because I've heard they're pretty strict. The one good thing is you can get a bunch of other health tests while you're there for super cheap. So might as well get all my allergies checked too. And leaving the clinic, everything seemed painless and fine, but... Okay, so I got my results. I literally got a C. I've never gotten a C in my life. And not only a C, but a C12. So they do give you a full breakdown of the tests that they did. And I got A's pretty much across the board, except for one thing. And don't worry, I've already Googled that, and Google told me I have 10 days left to live. So luckily the Japanese government was a little bit kinder, gave me 12 months to get my shit together. Now, if they find anything even slightly abnormal, you're probably going to end up in the B or C range, but D, E, and F might be a little bit more urgent. But I know you were wondering about that allergy test, and luckily the findings were a little bit more expected for this one. It came with a translation sheet, but I don't know if I'm going to need it because it also gave me emojis to tell me what I'm allergic to. It looks like everything is pretty normal except for cats and dogs, unfortunately. And would you believe this, all this, cost me nothing, not a cent. I mean, the allergy thing did cost me like $100, but in America, I think that would have cost me $400, $500. No. I got my...
Chase me. I'm not trying to respect me, never chase me. Work too hard, you just don't pay me. I get so much, get it with me, and not at all. 16, 19, get it with me, I'm steady as stone. Hell no. But you got no confidence, lately. Really wanna run around, chase me. I'm not trying to respect me, never chase me.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
Sir, did you call for a diabetic problem? Yes, but that's not exactly the problem I'm experiencing right now. Then why'd you tell dispatch that? Well, to be honest, I didn't know how else to describe this. Did you start an IV on yourself? No. Then who did? A nurse. Because my blood sugar was low. And then he just left. He just left? Yeah, he kept saying something about a Halloween party. Hi. You forgot this. I got all the way to the party and let me stop you there. Sir, have a great day. Sir, did you go for a diabetic problem? So I just saw this tweet on my timeline. It's a maze.
Stay away
And
from
I just spent about 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get
That's
to the end
exactly
because
what
I have
I'm
honestly
afraid of.
nothing better to do with my life at this point. And after
It
like
always
5 minutes of
is
trying to
with
figure
you.
this out,
Then
I
we
noticed
end up
there was a
hidden
bucket
in a
here
burning barn
and
getting
what
shot
to use
at.
the bucket
You're
for.
a sad man,
Use that
Arthur
in
Morgan.
Photoshop. So I brought up
Sad man
Photoshop,
indeed.
I selected the bucket tool, I set it to black, and I clicked on the white space right here. And so I just saw this tweet on my timeline. It's a maze. And I just spent about 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get to the end and what to use the bucket for. Use that in Photoshop. So it's right here. And so I just saw this tweet on my timeline. It's a maze. And I just spent about 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get to the end because I have honestly nothing better to do with my life at this point. And after like 5 minutes of trying to figure this out, I noticed that there was a bucket here and what to use the bucket for. Use that in Photoshop.
So this guy steals the world's most expensive bottle of vodka. It was worth $1.3 billion. So we secretly...
Really?
Yes, really. I thought maybe it was Bill, but now I think maybe it's you.
Me?
We don't need unnecessary problems. We have enough real ones.
There she is, the Campshire horse.
That stupid badge has gone to your head.
I'm only joking with you.
Oh, I know this stupid game all too well.
Micah?
Sit down, my dearest friend, and show me just what you got.
And forgive me if I slip and stab you in the face.
You know, I think the last time I played this was with Skinny and those boys and Strawberry. And here we go.
You watching carefully?
Ooh, my heart's racing. Well, I've seen some fancying before, but you're good. Now the fun part. You know, it's not as fun for me when it's this easy.
Hey, Arthur.
What's going on?
Hosea and John are looking for you. They went out to the moonshine stash, said you knew where that was. They was planning a visit to the Braithwaite place, but John needs to do something for Dutch now, so Hosea wants you to join him instead. Seems to be a lot going on.
You're telling me. Okay, thank you. Well, don't mind me, Tilly. You all right?
Yeah, I like this spot. It's a shame we never robbed that bank in Valentine, though.
Yeah, guess it is. Come on, girl. Yep. Hold now. Oh, shh. You heard about the coach job?
Yeah, another run with the Cornwall Army.
Yeah, it got heavy. But, well, we came out of it with some money.
Arthur,
Yes, kid.
you got a lot on?
Just hunting for all this hillbilly gold that Dutch and Hosea seem to think is out there just waiting to be stolen. Why?
I got something. Could be good.
Yeah?
I was in Rhodes talking to some of the colored folk. They said there's a gang of fools holed up in the swamps east of here who think their war ain't never ended.
The Civil War?
Yeah, apparently it's still raging in these fools' minds 30 years later.
Okay.
That ain't my point. These ignorant fools are weapon dealers. And in their dealings sometimes sit on a decent pile of cash. Yeah, been selling weapons to Cuba and South America for years. Anyway, the old boy I was talking to reckoned there might be a bunch of cash just sitting around. And failing that, maybe a nice stash of weapons.
With just a bunch of crazies guarding it?
Exactly.
Well, worth taking a look at least, isn't it?
That was my thinking. Said it was at some place called Shady Bear, deep in the woods.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd be in. If it's how they told me, it's gonna be something all right.
We'll see. So, Uncle?
Don't say it. I know I messed up.
Oh,
Come on. It's this way. On me.
You know, I might have met these crazies before.
You been drinking again?
No. Well, yes, but no, that's not how I might have met them. I think some of them harangued me and Sadie when we were coming back with supplies.
Mrs. Adler?
Yeah. And Mrs. Adler did just fine. More than fine, actually. She's terrifying. But I got a notion these fellers is one and the same.
And we won't find no shortage of angry Peckerwood idiots in the state of Lemoyne. That's for sure.
Is it really that different in this state? We haven't come far.
It seems like it is.
These boys got a manner about them, but I haven't necessarily noticed it.
All respect, Mr. Morgan. You wouldn't notice. Might call you a nigger lover. They see us riding like this. But most of it is a glance or a word. And after that, a visit in the night.
Out west, it's...
Out west is out west. And you're all who you are. Right? Decent folks. Some places down here, they judge different.
Well, now, guess it can't be so easy for you, Lenny. Sorry you're caught up in this.
Well, I guess their gold's still shining, and their guns still shooting. So I'm game for robbing any and every one of these bastards for all they got.
Okay, then.
Plus, it beats being lynched back in Blackwater with all of you by my side.
I guess it does.
Oh! Feels like we're close. It's a rundown old plantation house, down in the bayou somewhere.
Let's take it slow. Be cautious. If, like you say, these crazies are sitting on weapons, we're gonna want to strategize a little before getting shot at.
Of course. They said find the old battlefield and keep on going.
Yeah, I've been here before. I can see the wrecked old Civil War weaponry. Where are the wrecked old Civil War holdouts?
See that church up ahead? They're supposed to use it as an outpost. Heard they got men going between here and the big house all day.
Okay.
Look at this field. Imagine getting caught up in a fight like this.
Yeah, I don't care to. Hold those reins in. Let's just take a look around the place.
I hear you.